Thank you for that frigidly warm welcome. No, it's good. East Coast, West Coast, what are you going to do? I'm really excited to be here tonight. I had some time to kill before I got here today, so I decided to go to Target because I needed nothing. Right? Like, why else do you go to Target? Unless you just want to browse. So I found myself in the candle aisle, as most women do. Right? And I went into the clearance section, I looked all the way in the back, and I found this candle that had a really weird name. It was called Christmas Morning. Stay with me here, right? I was like, that's a very odd name for a candle. So I took a whiff and I went, I knew it. This doesn't smell anything like ashtrays and disappointment. Yeah, I'm from Boston. So I'm gonna be celebrating 3 years of sobriety soon. Thank you. Oh my God, thank you. Nobody ever clapped for me when I was drinking. Not even once. People tell me all the time, though, that it's really brave to be sober, which I think is very kind. But I'm like, if you think I'm brave now, you should have seen me after a bottle of rosé. Oh my God. I had a habit of drunk texting my exes poems I had written for them. Yeah. Drunk me had the whimsical rhyme scheme of Dr. Seuss. But it was also coupled with the confidence of O.J. Simpson's defense team. There was no stopping me. I recently had my physical, and for like the first time, I was really excited to go, right? Because now that I'm in sobriety, I feel like I can be a lot more honest, right? You don't have to hide those questions like how many times you have a drink, and then like cut it in tenths and still be bad. So I've had the same doctor since the pandemic, right? Last 4 years or so. And I want to know if anyone else has had this. I developed a mask crush on him. So when I met him, he was wearing a mask, and I totally fell in love with his hair, his forehead, and his eyes. Only 2 years later to be so disappointed by his nose, mouth, and chin. It was such a letdown, right? So we're in the room, and he's like, I'm really proud of you. Everything looks like it's going really great. Do you have any questions for me? Anything you want to go over? And I was like, you know, I do want to be honest. I recently started vaping nicotine, and I was kind of afraid to tell you because I know it's not really good for me. And he looked around the room and he goes, don't tell anyone I said this, but whatever. I'm like, you can send the real doctor in now. Oh my God. I was like, that's not at all how I imagined this going. Actually, how I imagined this going was you would put the mask back on, and then you would tell me I'm a bad, bad girl. That's my doctor fantasy. Yeah. He doesn't work there anymore. I don't know why, though. So for work, I'm a bartender and a server. And the sober bartender thing kind of confuses people. But I'm like, listen, we've all seen bald barbers, right? They can still get the job done. So can I. And like, you know, a bald barber is going to do a really meticulous job cutting your hair because he's like imagining the whole time it could be him. Like, I'm going to make you a stiff drink. Don't worry about it. But I work in a restaurant out in the suburbs, and it's really family friendly. And we had this couple come in, and they were raving about the kale salad. They're like, this is the most amazing kale salad I've ever had. What are they doing to the kale back there? So you got to come up with something quick, right? So I made something up. I went, they're massaging it. He goes, ooh, you mean like a Swedish massage? I go, actually, he's Guatemalan. Yeah. But I can tell you from personal experience, he's really good with his hands. If you've ever worked in a restaurant, we've all had one. The fry cook? No? Anyway, so moving on. He was cute. I was young. So anyway, I also work in a really busy sports bar in the city in Boston. This is the type of place you get 100 people waiting for a drink on a Friday night. I had these 4 girls come up, and I'm like, I try not to judge, but they have Tito's Soda Extra Lime written across their forehead. I'm like, this is going to be quick. Girls, what can I get for you? Wait, what are you going to get? No, you said you weren't going to do wine. You know what happens when you do wine. I'll do a Tito's Soda. Okay, anybody else? I'm literally holding the bottle. What did you get? I'm like, girls, come on, let's get it all done. I pour 4 Tito's sodas. I'm like, next. This guy comes up, he goes, I'll do a Corona. I go, guy, I don't have all night. How many friends you got? How many Coronas? He pushes up his glasses, and he goes, I came alone. Now I'm the asshole. right? This guy's out on a Friday night trying to muster up the courage to probably go hit on Tito's soda. And I'm reminding him that he's alone. The rest of the night he comes up to the bar. 1 Corona, please. Pushes up the glasses. 1 Corona, please. All right. We're like 3 minutes from last call. I look out into the room. He is dancing with the hottest girl in the place. We lock eyes, and he goes, 2 Coronas, please! Oh my God, I've never been so happy to open 2 Coronas in my whole entire life. You guys are amazing. My name's Jennifer Dwyer. Follow me on Instagram. Just don't follow me home.